Hi there, and welcome to Neophyte.tv, the technology show for the not-so-geeky. I'm Ben Friedman, and once again we are lucky to be joined today by Andy Barnes.
Hello, Ben.
And where can people go to find out more about you, Andy?
How about andybarnes.com if you need a host or a voiceover artist?
Definitely. Very, very professional, wonderful to work with, always friendly, except when she's not, which is occasionally, but
Except
not
when I'm
that
sick.
often. That's true.
When I'm sick, you don't want to be
No
around
one's
me.
friendly when they're sick.
No.
Anyway, today we are looking at one of the brand new cameras, digital SLR or DSLR cameras from Nikon. This is the Nikon D300, and this is kind of their middle-of-the-line, semi-professional, like you're better than a soccer mom, but not as good at, you're not Ansel Adams. Pick that up, see what you think of the heft of that, and how does that feel to you?
That's pretty heavy, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty,
I have a little Sony CyberShot, so this is the big daddy.
This is the big daddy, and this is designed for folks that want to get all artistic and creative, and it doesn't, it has a lot of cool features built in, but it's mostly for someone who's going to be a little more artsy with their photography.
Okay, I went online and I was looking at it, and I was having some difficulty.
You went online, so you have to have that plugged into the wall to go online.
Right. No. Thank you for that, by the way.
And then you have to open up the browser,
Thank you, Ben, for that. No, I went online to look at this and look at the camera.
To Nikon, yeah.
The D300, 400, 600, 800.
There's a lot of them.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
Like, how do you even begin to know what you need?
Well, that is a tough thing. There's Nikon and Canon fight back and forth a lot, and there are a lot of models now. Okay, I think, yeah. And you know what's weird about it? The higher the model number, sometimes the cheaper the camera. So let me give you an example. I don't understand this at all. The Nikon's new cheap digital SLR is the D5000.
Okay.
They're really expensive.
I'd probably have to go through everything to figure that out, so thank you for doing that.
The really expensive one is the D3, so much smaller number.
Okay.
However, the D700 is better than the D300.
Ooh, all right, my head's spinning.
So the D300 the 300 is lower than 700, and 700 is better, but the 5000, which is a much higher number, is much cheaper.
I would think if you're going to buy a camera, you literally have to print out everything and lay it side by side and really
it's not even like with other competition, with other brands. It's which one do you want to try to get in. So
all right, well, sell me on this one.
Well, okay. So Nikon makes two sizes of chips, a small one and a big one, and this is probably the best camera they make with the smaller sensor. The bigger sensor gives you a little better low light capability, so that even when it's dark, you'll get better pictures. So this doesn't have that. The D700 is the same camera as this, basically, with the bigger sensor.
Okay.
As opposed to this. $2,300, so it's middle of the range. You can pay $5,000, $6,000 for these things, or you can buy those cheaper ones like the D500 for $600 or $700.
Or the Sony CyberShot.
Or you can get the Sony CyberShot if you want, yeah. But we're talking. Can I take a picture of you? Do you mind?
Sure.
Here I am. I'm going to take a picture of Andy.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to look through here. Hold on. Smile. 1, 2, 3.
There was no flash.
There was no flash. So again,
maybe it's because we have enough light?
No, it's because this is not an automatic everything camera.
Okay.
So if you want a flash, you go like this.
Okay.
And now if you take a picture of you again, 1, 2, 3. Now there's a flash.
Okay.
Okay. So and again,
you can see it right there.
You can see it right here on the back.
Okay.
Okay. But you'll notice, by the way, when you're taking the pictures like this, you have to look through the little lens. Unlike the CyberShot and some of those other ones.
So you can look right there.
Yeah, you can look right here. This one you have to look right through the lens.
Okay. Takes great pictures, $2,300.
$2,300.
I'm sure it does the video and...
No, once again, it does no video.
Really?
No, and this is because you know what professional photographers do when they want to take video? They buy a video camera.
Or they hire a videographer.
Or they hire me. That's
hire
right.
Ben.
That's right. Yeah. So no. Now, having said that, some of the higher-end Canons now do take video, even the higher-end ones.
Right.
So maybe they're giving up and saying, okay, we'll put video in them.
Or they're just looking for the serious. If you want to sort of have both, you buy a smaller, cheaper camera with both. This is for the serious photographer.
This is for the serious photographer, yeah.
Okay.
And you can get it with this lens, or you can get it with no lens, so you can go out and buy a much more expensive or bigger lens if you don't want the lens that comes with it.
Okay.
So it takes decent pictures. I got to say, I give this a 4 out of 5, and it's mostly the only point I'm really docking on. It doesn't take video like the Canon does. And you're right, it does have a lot of different models. But so
Is that why you knock it down? You give it only a 4 because of the video?
I think so. What do you
Okay.
think?
You know, I would give it less than that. I would give it like a 3 because video is so important to me.
Yeah.
And this, you know, I guess it just depends on what you're going to use it for. You know, I'm a mom, so I would be wanting to carry this with me and have something that sort of does everything.
Right.
I might give it a 3. Great pictures. I've seen some of the pictures that you've taken.
The pictures are super,
right.
but it is really just for that. Even though, and people like I say, they'll say, well, professional cameras don't take video, but the new professional Canons do take video.
Right. I'd
So
save my
that
money
rule-
and buy the one that does both.
There you go. So that's 3 out of 5 for Andy, 4 out of 5 for me. That is 7 out of 10 for the Nikon D300 semi-professional camera.
Not too bad.
And we have another section coming up right after this, so please stay tuned. And we're back, and in the second spotlight today, we're going to look at this, another camera. This one by Canon, and I actually like this camera for you. This is the Canon PowerShot G10.
Okay.
And this is a middle of the road camera. Actually, people thought this kind of middle ground, not the tiny ones, but not the big ones. They thought that they were going to kind of die out, but these have actually maintained a real cool niche in the marketplace for people who want to have some more artistic controls, but don't want to carry around the huge, big
So it has
SLR.
a flash here, and what's this for?
Well, for a bigger flash.
Okay.
So you can get the bigger flashes that'll light, this is a little flash. That's a good question.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. This is the little flash for if you would just want to take little close-ups, but if you want to take up group shots and you want to light up the room, you can put Canon's big flashes on
There's
here.
so much I need to learn about picture taking. I would have no idea that.
Well, the great thing about this is, this is, as well as having all the manual stuff, it also has all the automatic stuff.
Okay.
So, for instance, I can throw this in automatic mode, which it actually is in right now. So now you can just, and unlike that other camera, by the way, you can, as you can see.
You could see it.
You can see what's going on back here. I'm going to let you take a picture here.
Okay.
And all you have to do,
Right
it's in
there?
automatic mode, and you just push that button.
Okay. I'm going to take a picture,
Yeah, take a
picture of
picture of
Ben
me.
behind the scenes.
Boom.
Oh,
How
it's a
hard
great
was that?
picture, too.
Wow, I don't take good pictures. You must have the skinny filter on.
No, it's great. No, it's the stripes.
It's the stripes. There you go. So
Okay, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Does it do video?
See, you were burned with that last
I know.
camera.
I was pretty disappointed.
It does do video, yes.
Okay.
It'll do video in 2 or 3 different sizes.
How much is it?
$450.
My kind of camera.
Yeah, and you know what? Like I say, it's not pocketable. It's not the kind where you can slip into your tight Levi's.
Right.
But at the same time, it has a lot more. If you do want to get into all those funky manual things, as you can see, you've got all kinds of manual controls. Allow me to illustrate on the top here. Let me do this. Let me take a little bit of video. I'm going to go into video mode
Okay.
here.
Was it you that you were telling me that you're the kind of guy that likes to read manuals?
I do.
Was it you
I
that
know,
was telling
it's
me
weird,
that?
isn't it? But
Yeah.
I actually enjoy reading manuals.
I mean,
So
I would
here-
think it would take forever. I'll just call you and say, give me the skinny.
So I'm now recording you on video on the little card here. So talk to me.
Hi, how are ya?
Yeah.
I like the camera. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. So and here's our little shot of the studio. Everyone can see.
Behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes. You'll notice here that when you hit a bright light, there's a bit of
Yeah.
smearing going up and down. A lot of cameras do that.
Will
It's
that
not
show
much.
that when you actually?
Yeah, I think it probably will when you
Okay.
play it back, and we'll play it,
Okay.
on here so people can see it. Yeah, there, I'll stop. That's a good 30 seconds.
Okay.
But people can see it's pretty high quality video. And that was, by the way, sound from the camera as well. We were just hearing, so that was
Okay.
not sound from our microphones.
Right. Okay.
Pretty high quality. It has all the things like the face tracking and such. Like if I go into the face tracking mode here, where it'll like figure out where the face is in the picture, and it'll focus on that. So if you have like 2 things in the picture, it'll find the face. It actually has like face recognition. I know, it's cool, huh?
There's so many things. You know, my little easy camera is point and click.
So I'm going to hold this in front of you here so people can see this. But and Andy, I know you can't see this, but the people in front can. As I'm moving around on you here, it's actually tracking your face.
So it's just staying right there?
Yeah, can you?
That's pretty neat.
Can you see it? Can you see that, where your face is on the monitor? I don't know. You may not be able
Not
see it.
really.
All right.
Oh, yeah, I saw it.
But the people at home will be able
Okay.
to see it, so that's good. So
Great.
yeah, so this is oh, the other thing about this is, in the ever increasing race for how many billions of megapixels can you get, this camera has 14.7 megapixels.
How high do cameras go with megapixels?
You know, in this range, that's as high as it goes.
Okay.
I mean, that,
so this is the best of the best when it
right now
comes-
it is. I mean,
I think I have an 8.
Yeah, exactly. Wait 2 weeks and there'll be another one.
Right.
That D300 doesn't have has like 10 megapixels.
Oh,
This
okay.
has 14.7.
I like it.
So the great thing about that is you can take the photos and then they're huge when you put them to your hard drive,
Okay.
huge, and you can zoom in on them and still have good quality.
The only thing that I don't like about it is just that it's, like you said, it's heavy. It just sort of reminds me of the cameras from the 1970s that my mom and dad had.
Yeah.
But it does
This
so
is
many
your
more
father-
things.
yeah, well,
this
and-
is not my father's camera.
Oh, there you go.
So
So what do you give it out of 5?
I'd give it a 4 out of 5.
Just because it's a little bulky?
Yeah, a little bulky, but you know, it's going to give me good pictures and video, and I like the video part especially.
I give it a 5 out of 5. And I tell you why is you don't buy this camera unless you're okay with that bulkiness.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not really designed for stick it in your pocket, go out to the nightclub, shoot.
It's not a convenient
No.
camera.
You know
it's a quality
it's,
camera.
You know what? It's actually an excellent spare camera. If you're like a professional and you've got the big case and you want to carry a spare one around just in case your luggage gets lost or something like that or is delayed, this is a great backup camera to have for that.
Okay.
But it is a bit bulky, but if you can carry
PowerShot
it around.
G10.
Yeah. So that's 4 out of 5 for Andy, 5 out of 5 for me, 9 out of 10 for the Canon PowerShot G10.
That's
And
pretty good.
That is pretty good, 9 out of 10.
Great.
That's all the time we have left for today, but drop by our website and leave us a comment. Is this too big for you to carry around, or do you like the fact that it's got a lot of the features of the bigger ones in a smaller package?
And what do you think of the video quality?
Indeed, www.neo-fight.tv is the place to go. And if you happen to have an extra 30 seconds, take a look at this.
Hey, I'm Andy Walker. Have you just bought a new computer with Windows Vista on it? Or maybe you've got an old XP computer that you're upgraded. Well, we've just created an amazing new DVD. It'll teach you everything you need to know about the new operating system from Microsoft. It's called Getting Started with Windows Vista. In this DVD, there are 3 sections. One is out of the box, what you need to know as soon as you start up Vista. Number 2 is Vista Essentials, things you need to know every day to make a computer experience amazing. Antivirus, security, all kinds of new features that Vista offers. And finally, geek tips and tricks, things you need to know that nobody else will have told you to make you a Vista guru. For more information, check out our website at gettingstartedvideo.com.